Hey guys, this is Shah, and I'm making this video while driving, and well, of course I'm safe. I'm looking at the road, I'm not looking at the phone. This is something I always wanted to do, just for the fun of it or whatever reason, but we are going to talk a little bit about the green card processing times, because this is very related to the visa bulletin. As you know, the visa bulletin for India retrogressed, and now a lot of people are seeing themselves totally frustrated because it was brutal, the retrogression, right? It moved from 2014 directly to 2012 for India, by the way. And what happens now is a lot of people are questioning themselves, how come their cases have not been processed while others have been processed before them? So just to give you an answer, unfortunately it's not a clear answer, because there are many factors that cause that some cases that have higher priority date because they were current at the same time. For example, a 2013 could have been processed and a 2012 not processed yet, right? An example I'm saying here. And one of the reasons many of us believe is, of course, one is a big chaos going on right now at the USCIS with all the up and down, downgrade, upgrade, you name it. But also the other reason that I think is has been causing this is, of course, the situation that whenever some service centers like Nebraska are very, very slow, while Texas, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was a little bit faster. It is the amount of cases that was handed to the officers for adjudication. And also remember, the adjudicator is not a machine, it's a person. So a person who's experienced and more detail oriented will take more time on a case rather than a person who also is more experienced and can really process a case really fast. So you're seeing those differences based on the human factor. And the other thing also is that some cases have complications, and by the time they reach a supervisor, remember there's one supervisor for many adjudicators, right? So he himself or she herself is already overwhelmed, and then passing cases to them makes the case go slower, and ultimately the approval didn't happen. And once an approval didn't happen at the time when the dates are current, approvals will not happen. Although they are ready to approve, they will not approve it, because at the end of the day, if they approve it, it will be issued wrongly. And that also is an issue, because if the approval happens, for example, after October 1st, when the visa bulletin changes to 2012, that green card is not good. I repeat that permanent resident card issued will not be a good card, because the dates were not current at the time of issuance. But if the issuance, for example, is issued on September 30th before midnight, and it reaches the person even 2-3 months later by mail, the approval is good. So this is one of the things that we are seeing. And the other factor also, of course, is incomplete filing of the documents. Many lawyers in a rush, or many people in a rush, have actually filed skeletons of their cases. They are missing documents, like maybe birth certificates are not proper. Medical is a big thing. Most of them have not filed medical, because the medical usually is valid only for 15 months, and most people are waiting for a request for evidence to move forward with the medical, until they get that medical completed and reviewed, you are not going to get your green card issued. So many of those factors are determining what we are seeing right now with the USCIS. So I know a lot of people are actually kind of feeling uncomfortable what has happened, but the truth is that you cannot really say do much about it. It's not like you can contact a congressman or request USCIS, oh, my case was filed before so and so, how come he got a green card and mine is still pending? There's no solution until the dates goes back to current. And I've seen this many times in my career. We have seen one family member, for example, getting the green card, while the entire rest of the family are just stuck with nothing. And guess what? There's not much that can be done for them, because their priority dates, which controls the green card issuance is not current. And I've seen also cases where they issue a green card and later take it because they found out that this was issued in error. So I know it's, as I said before, we are living in a very frustrating times, and it's been frustrating, by the way, forever. It's not new. For those who have gone through this, especially 2007, when everything got current and suddenly went backward, etc., etc., this is not new to them. I know clients who have been waiting for 18 years, even 16 years, 15 years, you name it, and there's not much they could do. But the advantage is that if you were able to file your adjustment of status, you have the luxury of basically getting what we call the AC-21 with the case. AC-21, I think is section 104C, if I'm not mistaken, allows you to move from one job to another as long as the job is same or similar, and that job is actually with another company. Of course, 180 days has passed. So once 180 days has passed from filing the adjustment of status, you will be eligible to file as long as you have a same or similar position. And that way it gets tricky, because a lot of people don't know what is same or similar position. And of course you won't know, because you have to do, this is very much a matching job to actually match what is the same or similar position. I'll make a video on AC-21 soon. The other problem, of course, is again the Child Status Protection Act. The way it is written on the frequently asked question number 13, if I'm not mistaken, it mentions if the underlying file is approved, that means the supplement J, when you move, for example, to EB2, the downgrade, upgrade thing, you should be able to lock your child. But even that answer is not very clear, because everybody is confused about it. What do they mean? Does the supplement J has to be approved, or the supplement J just have to be filed? So we are still kind of looking into that, and that's the reason I have not done a video on the Child Status Protection Act. So bottom line, this video is about green card processing times. Why are we seeing this mess? And it's not new, unfortunately, but it's becoming a little bit more accentuated with all the things happening lately, including the pandemic, including all the upgrade, downgrade. Remember, the upgrade, downgrade thing is very, very new. It never happened, especially for India. It did happen for China, where they downgraded, but they never upgraded again. What I mean ungraded is moving back to EB2. So be patient. Remember, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You got to be patient. If you're from India, don't give up. I know it's a lot of sacrifice, but if you need some kind of help, feel free to reach out to us, 510-742-5887. And very important, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell us what we can do for you. Please, in the comments, mention what kind of questions you have. I'll try my best to answer. If it is a very interesting question, for example, or something a lot of people are asking, I will make a video on it. Thank you so much. Anything I told you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. Good luck. Take care. Bye-bye.